If you have fibro flares, you might have noticed that they don't actually happen necessarily from exertion, but they can happen from anything. I remember once I had a fibro flare from a gust of wind. I'd only left the house, but it creates a fear of exerting in case. And yeah, I didn't have a fibro flare for quite a long time, and then when I moved to London I started having them again, and what I realised was that it was happening when I was abandoning myself, when other people would want to go faster than me, and instead of saying, oh, can we slow down, or just not, like in one case it was a yoga class, you know, those more competitive yoga classes, ego yoga, they just like push you, and great if you've got hypermobility. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, but I pushed too far, and to try and keep up, thinking, oh, I'll just, you know, in that moment, it all happens really fast, right? But it's like, oh, I could just push myself more. It's like a quite romantic feeling. I could just push myself a bit further, which we don't do in the other type of yoga that I do in Iyengar. So I never got a flare up in that, because we very much go working with the body. And yeah, and then it caused the flare up, but I didn't notice it until I was walking with my friend who walks really fast, and I could have said, can we slow down? But I didn't. I said, I just tried to keep up, even though it was a bit faster than what I wanted. And bear in mind, like, I've done running and stuff like that, you know, it was a moment where I realised the discrepancy there, because it's like, wait, you are walking fast, but you're not exerting yourself more than you normally would. If you like, you know, I've gone faster than that on several occasions when I've had to like run for a train and not had a flare. So yeah, I mean, what can you say about that? There's a lot of subtle things. Individual boundaries are very nuanced, aren't they? Like what is too much on a day is, it might not actually be to do with exerting the body, but just what the spirit actually wants to do and doesn't want to do for whatever reason. So yeah, if you're having fibro flares, try and become conscious of the moment that you're betraying yourself before the flare. And once I realised this, usually it takes a week for the flare to go. The flare went away in 24 hours, when usually I'd have to be in bed for a week and not to return. So things can get better.